Good evening, students. Welcome back for another session on alcohols and phenols. We have started with alcohol, phenol, and ether chapter, students. Last time I have shown you how to classification of alcohols and phenols. Then we have also shown you, students, the nomenclature. How do we write the IUPAC and common names? Some common names were very important, which I have given you, and you have seen how we write certain common. Not all the common names are required, but for exams, certain common names which are given in the book must be known to us. Sometimes they may not give you the IUPAC names, so you understand that, students, what we have been talking about. So the topic which we are discussing is already known to you, student. What we are talking, student, what what we are talking, student, you are aware of it. What we are talking, alcohols, and what we are doing, student. Let me make a connection. Let me make a connection here. That connection gone. Okay. I'm connected now. So we have started with the alcohols, phenols. Now the important point to note, student, is what we are saying. We have done the classification and the nomenclature, and we are talking today about the structures, and see what type of bond angles are made. Sometimes a question has been asked on this. Structures of the functional groups. Structures of functional groups. We have alcohols, phenols, and ether, student. If I consider the structure of, this is my CH student, this is my alcohol. This is my alcohol. If I write the Lewis structure, you already know there are two lone pairs of electrons. How many? Two lone pairs of electron on the oxygen. So what I am talking, students, are the structures of the functional groups. This compound, what is this name of this? Methanol. This is my methanol, student, and then I am giving this compound which I am writing, student. This is my phenol. ठीक है? There are two lone pairs of electron on the oxygen, as you can see. As you can see, students. And the third one, which I have with me, ether. So if I write ether, student, how it will look like? This is my H. ठीक है? This is my ether. There are again two lone pairs of electrons which are present here. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So this is the structure of, this is my methanol, this is my phenol, student, and which compound is this, student? This will be ether methoxy methane. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Now the question before us is that, student, first thing I am talking is this carbon, student, this carbon. What is the hybridization of this carbon? The carbon, this carbon is what? sp3 hybridized. All single bonds. ठीक है? The carbon is sp3 hybridized. Yes or no? And what about oxygen? What is the hybridization of oxygen, student? That is also sp3 hybridized. If you have any doubt, you will stop me. First thing I said, hybridization of this carbon is sp3. These are, this carbon is sp3 hybridized. So what type of bonds are there? This carbon hydrogen bonds, how many are these, students? Carbon hydrogen. There are three
3 bonds, sir.
hydrogen sigma bonds. Can you see that? Yes or no? These sigma bonds will be formed by which? When the sp3 hybrid of carbon overlaps with what orbital hydrogen has? S orbital. So one s orbital of hydrogen and carbon. These are the sigma Which sigma? sp3 of carbon and 1s of hydrogen. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I am mentioning the hybridization also, but the carbon oxygen bond, student, which is here, what type of bond is that? This is also sigma. But what is the overlap here? Carbon sp3 and oxygen also sp3. Both are sp3 hybridized. See the nature of the sigma bond I am mentioning. And what is happening in OH bond, student? OH bond, the oxygen is sp3 hybridized and hydrogen 1s. So overlap of this is also sigma bond. This is also sigma bond. Yes or no? So this is the nature of
Yes,
the
sir.
sigma bonds which I have shown here. sp3 hybridization, normally what should be the bond angle, students? If carbon is sp3 hybridized, the bond angle expected is how much? What is the bond angle expected, student? sp3 hybridization. sp3, you know, we expect 109.5 degree, but here the bond angle is found to be slightly less. How much? 108.9 degree. So the question, why this bond angle is slightly less than 109.5 degree? What answer you are giving? Why the bond angle is reduced, students? Tell me,
Sir, hydrogen bonding.
where is hydrogen bonding? Here, what I am talking about. I'm talking of a one molecule of CH3OH. What is happening? Lone pair repulsion. What is happening, students?
Lone pair partial.
There is a lone pair repulsion, which is greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion. So that could be the cause here. Because of this lone pair repulsion, the bond angle is slightly less. Which bond will be longer? Which bond are going to be longer, student? The OH or the OH bond or CO bond? Which will be longer? Carbon is larger in size than hydrogen. Oxygen is larger in size of the hydrogen. So these bond angles have been found to be. This is 142. These are always given in picometer, and this bond length of oxygen hydrogen is 96 picometer. Because the size of carbon is bigger than oxygen, this bond length is larger. This is the structure of the what we have written, students. Methanol. Let us see the phenol story. There are two lone pairs of electrons again here, and here you see there is an aromatic system. The bond angle here. Hybridization. This carbon is what in phenol? Carbon. This carbon sp2 hybridized. Double bond. This is a double bond. sp2 hybridized, and oxygen is sp3 hybridized. Oxygen is sp3 hybridized. There are two lone pairs of electron, and this bond angle found to be 109 degree experimentally. And the important point is that this carbon oxygen bond length in phenol is 136 picometer. 136 picometer. And what was the carbon oxygen bond length? What was the carbon oxygen bond length, student, in methanol? What is the value I have given? Carbon oxygen bond length is 142 picometer in methanol. ठीक है? And 136. This becomes a question for the paper, student. Question. The carbon oxygen bond length in phenol is 136 picometer, whereas carbon oxygen bond length in methanol is 142 picometer. How will you explain it, student? What is your answer? Question on the screen. What is the answer? Question. What is the answer? Why the carbon oxygen bond in phenol is slightly shorter than the carbon oxygen bond in methanol, student? Question has been asked in the paper. What is your answer, student? What is your answer? You have any answer or not? You already know it. It's not that you don't know. You know what is phenol. What happens in phenol, student? What happens in phenol? You are aware of that. We have drawn the structure of that many times. These are electron pairs. What happens, student? What happens this? What effect is this? What effect is this? Which effect is operating?
Um, sir, sir, double bond character.
One, you are saying due to plus R effect of OH group. This is a atom which has lone pairs of electrons, so it can be shared. The benzene ring can withdraw this electron. The unshared pair of oxygen is in conjugation with the aromatic system. So plus R effect of OH, there is a double bond, partial double bond character. Okay, you have already said that. Second, this carbon is a carbon oxygen bond in phenol. This carbon is sp2 hybridized. sp2 hybridized bond is always shorter. Therefore, you can see this bond is shorter than this. We got the answer. Therefore, this bond is 136 picometer. This is 120. This is shorter. Shorter? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Question answered. Only this we have to write in the paper if such questions are given. Now let us come to the ether. This is my ether student. Again, carbon oxygen bond here 141 picometer. But the problem here, the bond angle increases. Carbon sp3 hybridized, oxygen sp3 hybridized. Here the bond angle is 11.7 degree. Question for a student. Question. Everything is question answers in all our lectures. If you will watch all our lectures in YouTube, we are discussing large number of question answers for the exam. Question here. How will you explain the carbon oxygen carbon bond angle in ether? In ether is more than 109.5 degree, is 111.7 degree student. It is slightly more. It is slightly more. Okay? It is slightly more than tetrahedral bond angle. What is tetrahedral bond angle, students? 109.5 degree. Clear? What is your answer now?
Clear, sir. 109.5 degree.
What is the answer you are giving? Answer two students. I hope you are making notes with all colored pens because these question answers are important. Any question is given in the paper, we can easily answer, student. Comparisons, we are making comparison in the structures. You see that this CH3, there are bulky groups, student. What are these bulky groups? In ether, what is happening? With this, with the carbon, you see, with the oxygen, student, what you see? Bulky alkyl groups, CH3 or R groups. They are bulky. Hydrogen, this is not a hydrogen, this is carbon and 3 hydrogen. So you can see there are bulky. So there will be repulsive interactions. What we call repulsive interaction between student bulky R groups in ether. Therefore, the bond angle will increase. And that is why the bond angle is 111.7 degree. Question answered, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You have noted everything? Then I will
I'm writing, sir, writing.
Write down everything. Questions are important. Answers are important. We will try to discuss everything very clearly. What is important will be discussed. More attention will be paid. What is going to be there in the paper, student? These are important. We must understand, as I said, our purpose is to understand each and everything. Our purpose is to decode the NCRT material, NCRT book. Entire paper is based on NCRT, so no problem. If we can understand each and every word, each and every line, we will be able to score 100 out of 100 marks. Student, I'm telling you. And our purpose is to finish the course as early as possible so that you can make a revision also and solve some more important questions.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, very good. Good interaction. Coming to the next part of it, student, very important, very important. Next thing we discuss is the preparation. Preparation, what we do always, we discuss the structures. Now we will be talking of the preparation of alcohol, student. And after preparation, we discuss the physical properties, then we discuss the chemical properties. Are we doing the same thing in every functional group, every class of compound which we are discussing? Yes or no, students?
Yes, sir.
Let us see how will you prepare alcohol, student. The first method which I am writing, this question has been asked and can be asked again, student. I am telling you, very, very important. Alcohols can be prepared by many methods. Always we are not giving one method. We are saying there are many methods of preparing a particular class of compounds. First method I am saying, students, uh, from alkenes, which I am saying, I'm writing like this: acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. Hydration of alkenes, student. What it means to me, student? What is an acid? Tell me. Acid will, there will be H plus. ठीक है? Every word I write has a meaning.
Yes, sir.
And if you are saying, sir, okay, I understand acid means there will be H plus. So I will add some acid. I will add some acid. And you are saying acid is acting as a catalyst. What is the role of acid? Acid is a catalyst here. What a catalyst does, you already know. What a catalyst does. Tell me what a catalyst does. It increases the rate of the reaction,
Yes,
but it is not,
sir. Increases speed.
but its amount will not change by the end of the reaction. It will come back. Right? It is not consumed. Catalyst is not consumed, but increases the rate of the reaction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Otherwise, reaction will not take place. Reaction will be so slow that nothing. We will not get the products. When I say hydration will mean what, student? What is hydration? Water. So there will be addition of water. Water is, I am writing like this, HOH, HOH. No, addition of water will be there. Because there is OH in the water, you are preparing alcohol. So OH is required. Alkene means what? That this is a compound which contains a double bond. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means we have understood the reaction. You have learned it. What you will say? Okay, sir, what is the story here? You have C, double bond C, and you are adding to H2O. Then there is H plus, H plus, and what is the product, student? You are saying, sir, something like this. What you have got? Alcohol. This can be different groups or same hydrogen or anything. This is alkene. This is alkene. Yes or no, student?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is your water and acid is present. Acid is present, student. Now the question is the mechanism of the reaction. The question is going to come from mechanism of the reaction, student. And is important question. So I'm going to take a different color. This is an important, I'm putting star. This question has been asked. Mechanism of the reaction. Question was like this. Write the mechanism for, I'm saying write the mechanism, write the mechanism for acid catalyzed hydration of propene. This question is given. What it means, student? What will be the product? If I simply say that, what is propene, student? You have CH3, CH double bond CH2 plus H2O, and there is H plus. What do you have? H plus. So we have to find the product. We have to find the product, student. Have you heard about Markovnikov's addition? This is example of addition. What is this example? This is addition. Hydrogen means water is being added. Yes or no? What we did here? We have added water, H and OH. At one carbon, hydrogen went, and the other carbon, OH was added. Here also same thing will happen, but did you know what is Markovnikov's rule? Tell me. We studied it in 11th class chemistry also. Students, addition of HBr to alkenes when we studied, what type of rule was given? Hydrogen will add to where? If you have something like this is, I'm saying plus, this is minus. Supposing oxygen is more electronegative. Hydrogen will go to which carbon? OH will go to which carbon? Do you have any idea? Tell me, do you have any idea, student? And if I say there will be two products, but the major product is this one, I'm writing for you now. This is our major product, student. Why? This is based on Markovnikov addition. This is a rule which we call as Markovnikov rule, student. Markovnikov's rule. ठीक है? Product I know now. I have to explain it. I have to give the mechanism of this, student, mechanism of this. Can I proceed further? By now we have understood what I am talking. The reaction takes place in 3 steps, student. Reaction takes place in 3 steps. So we are going to discuss the mechanism, which is a very important question. It was asked 2 years back, also 2 marks. 2 marks question in CBSE, and again it can be asked. Actually, you have seen here, this alkene has a double bond. There is a sigma bond and there is a pi bond. This is a source of electron. And you know that the electrons will attack where? These electrons attack where? If you have H and OH minus, student. These electrons will abstract the proton. But this water is actually, this is need of proton, but this doesn't happen in the absence of acid. This does not happen in the absence of acid, student. What is the role of acid then? What is the role of acid? Because first step is the protonation of alkene. First step is the protonation of alkene. But water has lone pairs of electron, you have seen. But this is not going to work unless we do the protonation of H2O. Acid is required. So I'm saying step 1. In step 1, first what happens is that this water, this is my water, student. Acid comes H plus. Now this oxygen has a lone pair. This oxygen has a lone pair. So what it will do? This can take this proton, and what will be formed, student? What will be formed? You are aware of this HOH. Now this lone pair of electron is used up to form a bond with hydrogen. This will have a positive charge. What is this name as? Hydronium ion. ठीक है? This is a hydronium ion, student. And now the story is that this proton is more easy to leave or be abstracted. By this can now attack. What I have? Propene, student. CH3, H double bond CH. This is my propene. And you have now, what do you have? You have HOH, and you have a positive here, and you have a hydrogen here. Now what will happen? What will happen? This oxygen is carrying a positive charge. Therefore, what will happen? This oxygen doesn't want to have positive charge because oxygen is electronegative element. So this will attract this needs electron pair. So it will try to get this electron from here. When it takes the electron pair, this H plus is available, and this is going to attack this H plus. What will be the result of that, students? What will be the result of that? There will be what will happen? Formation of carbocation, student. Carbocation. What is the result of this? What this oxygen takes the electron pair and will leave as H2O. This will go as H2O because it has completed its pair of electrons. Now the question is, this hydrogen can attach here or here. There are two possibilities. CH3 CH, and if this hydrogen comes here, student, H plus, what will happen? This will become positive. This will become positive if this hydrogen attaches here, and water will leave. Clear? Do you
Clear, sir.
understand? This is a carbocation. What do you call? Carbocation. ठीक है? There is another possibility here. What is the other possibility? If hydrogen attaches at this point, I am saying, in this case, if they ask write the major product, then there is no problem. I will show this one. But I am saying this is one carbocation, and another possibility is that if this hydrogen attaches at this carbon, this is my 1, 2, and 3 numbering. If this has attached at which carbon? Carbon 1. If it attaches at carbon 2, student, what can happen? Another possibility. What will be the result of this? CH3 CH. ठीक है? If this hydrogen attaches at carbon 2, students, then you will get CH plus carbocation. Now this is what type of carbocation? This is 1 degree, and this carbocation is 2 degree. Tell me which is more stable? Which is more stable? 2 degree or 1 degree?
2 degrees, sir.
So this is more stable. More stable. Therefore, this is our major product in the sense. And this will be minor. We call this as minor. In the exam, we need not show this, only I have shown it to you. So the step 1 involves the formation of carbocation, student. In step, what has happened in step 1? What has happened? Carbocation by electrophilic attack of H3O4 plus. This is an example of electrophilic. Water is not that electrophilic, but this has become more electrophilic. So by the electrophilic attack of H3O on alkene. Alkene has pairs of pi electrons, so electrophiles will attack it. That is why protonation is required. So this is why step 1, which involves the formation of carbocation. This is the formation of carbocation, and more stable carbocation will be formed in preference. Step 1. Now what will happen in step 2, student? I will not be using this now. This is minor product. I will be using this one, which is the major product, student. So in step 2, you have got this carbocation CH3 CH, and I am showing it CHHH. This is our carbocation formed, and you have H2O. What do you have? OH in the reaction. Sufficient large amount of water is present. There is a lone pair of electron. This will attack where now? This will attack where, student? So nucleophilic attack of water. This is the second part, which is nucleophilic attack of water. H2O. Because there is a lone pair of electron, this needs. So what is the result of this, student? You are getting CH3CH. This water is attaching at this point. Student, there are two lone pairs of electron. H2O, H2O. This already CH. So what has happened? There is a positive charge, and a lone pair of electron. So you are getting this nucleophilic attack of this in the step 2. ठीक है? What will happen in the step 3, student? You know, if I have OH attached, then it will become alcohol. So there will be deprotonation in the third step. What is deprotonation? Deprotonation is what, student? Loss of, what is the deprotonation? Loss of H plus? Yes or no? ठीक है? Loss of
Yes, sir.
H plus is called, D means loss, proton is H plus. Why? You can see now oxygen is carrying a negative charge. Oxygen is highly electronegative. It needs electron. So what it will do then? It will abstract the electron from this H plus, from this bond, and H plus will leave. H plus will leave. So what is the result of that? You will see what happens. CH3C H you are saying, and you have OH, OH. There's a lone pair of electron, there's a positive charge, and this is my CH3. What is this CH3? Now there is sufficient amount of water present in the reaction. Water is present, student. Water has lone pairs of electrons. So what will happen? This oxygen needs electron. It will take from this bond, and this proton will be abstracted by water. ठीक है? So you are seeing the directions of the bond. Then what will happen? This H is gone. What is left? CH3, CHOH, and CH3. And this H plus is taken by the water to form H3O plus. Because it is acid, acid is coming back. H plus, H3O plus was used in the reaction. It has come back. This is the three-step mechanism, student. This product, which is this product, this has happened as per Markovnikov addition. The product is formed as per Markovnikov addition. What is the name of this? 1, 2, 3. Propan 2 all as a major product. ठीक है? Mechanism. This question has been asked in the paper. And can be asked again, student, can be asked again. You will note down, very important question. Very important question, student, note down. There is any doubt, you will let me know. Let me know, students. After you will note it down, you will let me know, then I will proceed further.
Yes, copied, sir.
Okay. Third, this was a method of preparation of alcohols by hydration of alkenes in the presence of acid. ठीक है? Acid catalyzed hydration. Very important reaction. Very important reaction. I am talking of another method which is again important, is asked in the paper, student. Second method of preparation is called hydroboration oxidation, students. Very important. Hydroboration, you have heard about diborane, student. You know what is diborane? In 11th class, you studied diborane. What was that? B2H6. It is a dimer of BH3. You know BH3 is electron deficient. Do you know that BH3 is electron deficient? Yes or no, students?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because what is the atomic number of boron? What is the number of boron students? 5. 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So in this what happens? 2s2p. How many? If I excite this inner one, this is the participating. You have 1, 2, 3. You see that it is short of electrons. There's a vacant. What is this? Vacant p orbital. Vacant p orbital. Can you see it in the boron? So it can accept a electrons. There is a vacant p orbital which can accept electrons. Yes or no, students? Tell me. Boron has a vacant p orbital. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So there is it can take electrons in this. When bond will be formed, it can take electrons in this, student. If it gets, it will take it. So BH3 is being used, and hydroboration reaction of what we do, hydroboration reaction of alkene, students. What we do, reaction with alkenes, hydroboration oxidation of alkenes. I am saying alkenes. What are alkenes? You have just now seen alkene, student. For example, CH3, CH double bond, CH2. This is an alkene. This is electron. This has pi bond. This has pi bond. There are electrons present here. Pi bond. You have seen that, sigma and pi. So these electrons are available. Then it may donate it. It may give its electrons to the boron in this vacant orbital. In this vacant orbital. Yes or no? Possible? So here I try to show it how the story is going to be. When what we do when diborane is reacted with alkenes, what we are doing, student, diborane. When I will put it in tetrahydrofuran, this is a solvent. This is a solvent. What we get is BH3. BH3. In this, it comes in the form of BH3. In tetrahydrofuran is a solvent, student. This is used. Now this is electron deficient. You have seen BH3 is electron deficient. So it reacts with alkene. It will react with alkene to form, student, trialkyl boranes. Trialkyl borane as addition product. As addition product. I will show you the reaction. I'm just giving you. What do you mean by trialkyl borane, student? It is something like this. CH3. If this is the reaction, CH3, CH2, CH2, trialkyl borane. This is the addition product. This is addition product, student. This is oxidized. This is oxidized, I am saying. How will you oxidize it, student? In this case, you will use hydrogen peroxide and hydroxide ions in aqueous sodium hydroxide, and you will use aqueous sodium hydroxide, student, and you get the product CH3, CH2, CH2OH. What is this? Alcohol. You will get alcohol, student, and you will get high yields. What do you get? High yields. And you can see that the type of addition which is taking place. So it appears that the addition which is taken place is opposite. It appears from the product that the addition is Markovnikov's or opposite to Markovnikov's. If I have CH3, CH2. If alkene is a CH3, CH double bond CH2, if OH group is coming here, is it Markovnikov's or anti-Markovnikov's? In the end product, tell me. It appears the addition is anti-Markovnikov addition. It appears, actually it is not a anti-Markovnikov. We will show you the mechanism of the reaction just now. So what I have said, student, what I have said, देखो एग्जाम में क्या हुआ, हमें ऐसे दिया तो CH3, CH double bond CH2, ठीक है, and he is writing what he is writing, BH3, ठीक है, some solvent is there, ठीक है, product A, then he is writing in the exam, what is he writing? This is first, sometimes we write 1 and 2. This is 1. And in the second step, we are saying what we are saying, hydrogen peroxide and NaOH aqueous. Now you have to write the products. You have to write the products. This is an example of hydroboration oxidation reaction, student. Is a question for the paper now, what I have given. So what product I am writing here? The product is CH3, CH2, CH2OH. This is our answer. And what is here, student? What is here? I am writing 3 here. What is the here? Trialkyl borane. What is trialkyl borane? What is trialkyl borane, student? CH3, CH2, CH2 3 times B. And along with this, what will happen? This boron, when it will react with H2O2 and NaOH, what it will form? BOH3. You are aware of this BOH3, student, boric acid. Okay? So here I have just shown you example of hydroboration reaction with a question. This is a question in the exam. Tell me, is there any doubt here?
No, sir.
You have noted down. This is a very important question. Let us see what is happening now, student. Look what happens here. You have CH3, CH double bond CH2. When I will use diborane, it will become BH3 in tetrahydrofurane, student. What happens, students, in this case? What happens in this case, student? We have HBH3. This is my BH3. This boron has got a vacant p orbital. Did I show it here? Okay. This boron has a vacant p orbital like this in the p. Can I see it? This one. So what happens, students? The boron, there is a pi bond here. There is a pi bond here, student. So it can go to the boron vacant orbital. This is a vacant orbital. Okay? Pi bond. Now the question is, boron could attach here or here. Which carbon boron prefers to attach? Boron prefers to attach to the less hindered carbon. Which is the less hindered carbon out of the two? These hydrogens are small. There is a methyl group here. So this is a bigger group. This is a smaller group. Therefore, what will happen? If a boron, this electron pair is donated to boron, student, then there will be a hydride shift. This H minus will leave. This is called hydride shift, student. H minus leaves. And then what it looks like, student? What happens? You will get CH3, CH2, and this C hydrogen, and what has attached here? BH and BH. Okay? This is going to be formed.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be formed, student. This H goes to this carbon and boron is attached to this. Now the important point is this boron is still electron deficient. This boron has 2 hydrogens and is electron deficient. That means there is still a 1 vacant p orbital in this boron. So what can happen then, student? What can happen? It can react with another CH3, CH double bond, CH2, because there are so many molecules of this. Then again, what happens, students? Boron will go where? Boron will attach here, and there will be a hydride shift on this carbon. What will be the result? I can put it like this: CH3, CH2, CH2, boron. Another CH2, CH2, CH3 will come, and 1 hydrogen is left on the boron, student. Okay? Now 1 more hydrogen is gone and you get this. Another hydrogen is there, still it is electron deficient. What can happen? CH3, another molecule can come And again boron will attach here at this carbon boron, and hydrogen will go where? Here. Hydrogen will go there because there is still one hydrogen left here. So what is the result of that? You will get something like CH3, CH2, CH2, boron, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. You got this? What is this?
Yes, sir.
This is a trialkyl. This is a trialkyl borane, which we said that. This one here. Trialkyl borane. Now what will we do, student? You are adding in this hydrogen peroxide and NaOH. What? Sodium hydroxide. Aqueous. So what will happen? This OH minus will abstract this proton. Now you have got OH minus, OH minus. And this OH minus, how many you have? 1, 2, 3. If I write it like this, CH3, CH2, CH2, I am writing it 3 times of boron. This is a trialkyl borane. Trialkyl borane. And what you are getting, student, 3 molecules of this are going to react. 3 molecules of this are going to react, student, with this. So you have 3 of this hydrogen peroxide, you have NaOH, they will abstract the proton, and what will happen? There will be these 3 OH groups are going to attach here. If 3 groups will attach here, what will you get? 3 CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. So you have got an alcohol which is anti-Markovnikov's addition. What is the name of this compound, student? What is this? Propan. One position, 2 position, 3 unit. So this is propanol. And you get excellent yield. You get excellent yield. This reaction is known as, student, hydroboration oxidation reaction. Hydroboration oxidation reaction. Do you understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
So this reaction is very, very important reaction, students. And the first reaction which I showed was also very important reaction. That was the addition reaction, student, in which we were able to do the addition of H2O on the alkene in the presence of acid, student. Acid catalyzed addition. So many questions have been answered. The type of questions have been asked in this hydroboration reaction. This final product appears to be anti-Markovnikov. Actually, it is not an anti-Markovnikov addition because boron was adding to this hydrogen, which is having less hindered carbon, which has more hydrogen, because boron is electron deficient. You have seen BH3 is electron deficient, students. Therefore, what we have tried to show you in this 2 important methods of the preparation for the alcohols, and there will be a question on this, student. Next class of compounds, now there will be another carbonyl compounds which we will discuss in the next lecture, because that is a complete another and different topic. So this topic is finished, then we will meet you in our next class. Okay, sir. Thank you. And
Thank you, sir.
you have noted down everything? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye bye, good night.
Bye, sir.